For over 4,600 years, Imhotep has rested in his tomb undisturbed, but no longer.
Ujri ka nakatik.
رجاء لسرقته.
Guys, we got an Omega. Primary, find and rescue 2 UN professors. Secondary, retrieve their notes. Our main threat in the area is the grave robbers with ties to the RSA.
The Omega is believed to be some type of mummy. Its exact classification is unknown at this time. Eliminate or quiet the SNE.
There's been no major change to the situation report, Alpha 7. It suggested that you check out the professor's campsite first and then proceed to the dig site. Good luck, gentlemen. In addition to the stated mission objectives, ROE is to protect the professors at all costs. Assets assigned to Alpha 7 of the 75th Ranger Battalion are Omega certified, and they are the following personnel.
My name is Robert Jusam, the team's demolition specialist. I have a BT aced of 6 at full health, 9 when wounded, and 12 when dying. As with all Wraith characters, as you get wounded, your abilities go down. The same is true for my movement factor, 6 inches healthy, 4 inches wounded, and 2 inches while dying. Remember, the game scale is 28mm at basically 5 feet per inch.
My mission-critical equipment includes a breaching charge, an EOD toolkit, NVGs, and a battlefield med kit.
I am Adam Saris, the team's K9 handler, or as Zeus here likes to think, his personal servant. Woof! Besides a breaching charge med kit and NVGs, I carry a dog care kit. Due to Zeus's many abilities, we've decided to give him his own card because he's awesome.
The asset profile for WMD Zeus is this standard for highly trained dogs. He has the fearsome ability, with a 2-inch area of effect. Zeus has the ability to detect. This allows him to detect explosives of various types and warn his team of their presence. He's also been trained to detect certain drugs. Zeus's hold and rend ability allows him to identify and engage hostile targets. This ability also allows him to apply a bleeding effect to any target bitten. Zeus's tracking ability is unparalleled and works extremely well when combined with his team's stealth. He can give prompt warning of unseen combatants and possible booby traps.
I am Andrew Hinnebush, the team's intel specialist. I know every enemy weapon and every enemy combatant on the HVT list. On the Omega side of things, after our first encounter, I began studying all the old legends. I have passing knowledge in most. I am Kevin Thomas, the team's communications specialist. If you need artillery or air support, or to call Broken Arrow, I'm your guy. I have one special ability that's not listed on my card, Jury Rig. If it can be made to work, and it never has to work again, I can make the attempt. My name is Luis Medrano, I'm a Tier 1 operator, and I've been Omega for 5 years. I have practical knowledge of the supernatural world. My specialty equipment is various items I've collected through the years to deal with supernatural creatures, from a simple hammer and stake to a Tibetan death whistle. And just so you know, if you call me old man, I'll PT you to death. And yes, I did once beat a zombie to death with his own arm.
Now, gentlemen, let us talk about the threat analysis of your area of operations and the hostiles that you may encounter. The grave robbers have been definitively tied to the RSA, Righteous Sword of Allah, and will be your main threat upon arrival at the AOE.
Alpha 7 to Archer Base confirming a SNE. Let command know we have a potential Omega event developing.
أنا إمهتاب. رجاء اللي اتسرق وده هيخلي موتيكم يكن نسبية بدون ألام.
Since we don't have time to teach Imhotep English, I will give the briefing on his powers.
ده كويس أنا موافق.
The real Imhotep was never cursed. He was a true polymath, renowned in his time, most famous for designing the step pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara. He was later deified and worshipped as a god of healing and building. You can find out more online. Mummies are considered a higher form of undead. They usually only awaken for 3 reasons: protection, retrieval, or vengeance. Like most undead, when fighting, they're relentless. They feel no fear and will fight until destroyed. He is immune to poison, bleeding, and fear, takes 50% damage reduction from all piercing attacks. This includes gunfire, which also does not cascade. He does have a vulnerability to fire. It does an automatic double damage, and he will try to use Sandblaster to extinguish any flame. Sandblaster is a blast of wind-driven sand usually shot out of the mummy's palms, but he may use any existing sand. Enthrall is a passive ability. It starts with a 10-inch radius, growing by 10 inches every 24 hours. It is keyed to the Great Sphinx. He also has the ability to create fire beetles. These beetles lock onto a target, track them, and detonate with a 3d8 2-inch AoE. One of his deadliest powers is to summon a swarm of flesh-eating scarab beetles. You should familiarize yourself with fighting a swarm-type creature. Long periods spent in the tomb will bring visions of ancient Egypt and Imhotep's life there. Thank you for your time, Lord Imhotep.
Thank you, lady, for the time to learn.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, Mr. Fraser, I truly enjoy your work, and if you play this scenario, you'll have special abilities granted to you.
Alpha 7, your mission is a go. Rescue the professors, secure their notes, and neutralize the SNE. Imhotep's BT8 matches the level you choose for difficulty. It will also determine the number of adversaries.
We try to keep Wraith up to date. We listen to your concerns and requests, so have fun and think about what you want us to do next.
I should tell you, I'm not the real Adam Saris. I am an AI approximation of one of his old photos.
Now I have some other characters we're going to introduce. Depending on your play, also an alternate ending that did happen during one of our testing sessions.
The first is Chris Richardson. We've been gaming together since we met. I know of no man that has a larger game collection or knowledge than Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris Richardson, and yes, I do have a lot of games. Let me start by saying thank you to Adam for finally making my character card. My character is a proud member of LAPD SWAT, and while I start the game with no weapon since I'm a tourist, I am familiar with most firearms. If the Alpha 7 team looks into the grave robbers, we will meet because the RSA attempts to take my tour group hostage, and I stop them.
Thanks, Chris. Next is a card based on Felicia Day due to something she said in an interview on Brent Spinner and Jonathan Frank's podcast.
That's right, Adam. She mentioned one of the roles she'd like to take is a mortician dealing with supernatural casualties, and with her permission, we'd like to immortalize her in a card. Now, if you'd like to see the longer discussion on this, just look on the channel, and to anyone who knows Felicia, Brent, or Johnny, please send them the video.
Thanks, AI Felicia. Now we're going to give you the alternate ending during the playtest. They realized that Imhotep could come back to life if someone was willing to sacrifice themselves.
With the doctor's sacrifice, Imhotep has been returned to life. Only time will tell if he is friend or foe.
And with that, I want to thank you all for watching. If you ever want to play this or another scenario, contact me through Facebook or come down to Odyssey Games in Pasadena.